Good morning. It's Friday, December 23rd, 2022. This is your Georgia WeatherNet morning update. The cold air is moving in. It hasn't reached all of us across the state yet, but northwest Georgia in the teens. We see the freezing line really cutting right through the middle of the state diagonally, coming down from around Blakely and then moving up toward just above Augusta around Lincolnton, southeast of that line. Still some fairly mild temperatures this morning. How about the mid 50s along the coastline? But that cold air is on the way. Let's take a look at our current hazards across the state. We do have a high wind warning for the North Georgia mountains, wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour this morning. And as we move through the day today, wind chill warning also for North Georgia. Advisories toward the south, we do have that hard freeze warning in effect for South Georgia, and that stays in effect through tomorrow. And then the wind chill advisory covering most of the state of Georgia. So, yeah, it's going to be cold, blustery for all of us today. And let's take a look at the wind chill. This is going to be at noon today. And you see it's going to feel like 4 below in Rome. It's going to feel like the single digits from Atlanta to Athens. And then this will continue to creep toward the south as we move through the evening and late night hours tonight. Still going to be windy tonight and overnight, but not as windy as the initial passage of the front. So the wind may calm a few miles per hour, but the temperatures will drop at the same time. So that's why we're going to hang on to the wind chill. It's going to be a little bit colder than what you see right here as we move through the evening and overnight hours. And again, also moving more toward the south as well. Going to feel like the single digits all the way as far south as Albany. As we go through the day today, you can see those isobars, the thin lines all packed together close, especially in the mountains. That's going to indicate the high wind, and that's going to stay that way. That particular model was a little off here, but 10 a.m., we do see the wind still around. It's going to be breezy throughout the entire state of Georgia today. Moving through this afternoon, the wind's still strong, but we're going to see sunshine. Not going to warm us up very much, but we are going to see some what we call sublimation with the wind and the sun. We're going to get some of the ice that may have formed, especially on the bridges and overpasses, will start to dissolve a bit or sublimate, as we call it, going straight from ice to water vapor. So that should help us with our travels overnight tonight into tomorrow. But still be on the lookout for some areas of black ice in some of those shaded areas and some of the areas that tend to freeze. That still could be a problem overnight tonight. So let's go ahead and take a look at those models tonight. We do see the wind continuing to be a factor as we get started tomorrow morning. We'll see some sunshine for your Christmas Eve. No precipitation at all to worry about, and the wind finally getting under control by late tomorrow night into Christmas morning. Still going to be a little breezy, especially in North Georgia, but nothing compared to today. And then as we move through Christmas Eve, we'll also see a little bit of relief from the frigid cold. Still going to be cold and breezy, and not going to be a white Christmas, just going to be a cold Christmas. That's your morning weather update from the Georgia Weather Net. Now your local forecast from Northwest Georgia to Southeast Georgia.